The April 22nd, 2019 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Mr. Moffett, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Alcoffer. Here. Chairwoman Boyce.
Here.
Mr. Delahanty.
Here.
Ms. Harris.
Here.
Mr. Mafucci.
Here.
Mr. Michikay is excused. Mr. Shepard.
Here.
Mr. Terp.
Here.
Mr. Zale is excused. President Carbone.
Here.
Next item on the agenda is the public forum. Is there anyone signed up?
There is not.
Seeing none in the gallery, the public forum will now be closed. The next item on the agenda is your approval for your minutes from the March 25th, 2019 Public Safety Committee. They'll stand approved unless Mr. Moffett hears from you by the end of the day. New business on the agenda, please.
Referral 19-0096.
Move it, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Moved by Legislator Alcoffer, second by Legislator Terp, I believe. Questions on the floor? Yes, Mr. Alcoffer.
The chair, could administration tell us what the time limit
Can you
on
use the
this
speaker?
project is
Can you use
expected?
your microphone, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
How's this? A little better?
Much better.
Okay, thank you. Through the chair, could administration tell us what the time limit for this project is?
Okay, through the chair, this is vehicles that will be purchased this calendar year. It's going to be an ongoing cash capital project. We will budget within the operating budgets and then move it over to the capital fund yearly.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yes, Legislator. Ms. Harris.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through the chair to the administration, how many vehicles will be included in this purchase?
Through the chair, we established this capital fund last year with an initial $40,000, and there was one vehicle purchased. This is kind of a cleanup in the accounting. We continued to budget for the one, but in the meantime, probation had two that came off the capital lease, and so it's moving that one forward as well. So this last fiscal year we bought one. This fiscal year we're going to buy three. In the Department of Public Safety, we have about a total of 71 different types of vehicles, including box trucks and specialty type things. But this will establish a capital fund to kind of have a revolving fund to replace a handful or whatever every year, a few every year.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, I have a follow-up question.
Sure.
What happens, and then you said there was lease, does the lease go back to the manufacturer, or, I mean, where does the leases go?
Through the chair, that was how the probation vehicles were funded in the past. The last one came off lease, and we will not be leasing them anymore. We will be purchasing them as a new policy.
Okay, thank you. To the chair, to the administration. So let me rephrase. When you replace the vehicles this time, what will you do with the vehicles after replacing them?
Through the chair, the former agreement was a lease purchase type thing, but we paid on a lease.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes, next. Mr. Mafucci, you still have questions? Are you good with that? And I just have one question. This will go before the Monroe County Planning Board. What's the date of that meeting?
Madam Chairwoman, that would be this Thursday, the 25th.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Seeing no other questions, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda, please.
Referral 19-0097.
Move it, Madam Chair.
Moved by Legislator Turf, seconded by President Carbone. Yes, thank you. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 19-0098.
Moved by President Carbone, seconded by Legislator Delahanty. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item.
Referral 19-0099.
Move it, Madam Chairwoman.
Moved by Legislator Delahanty, seconded by Legislator Elkoffer. Questions on the floor? Yes, Legislator Delahanty.
Through the chair, what is the total overtime cost associated with the task force services?
Through the chair, that depends on the investigation. This is specifically to the DEA's office. So we have multiple task forces. But when one reaches a federal level, the feds will come in and supplement us or give us funding for overtime.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further questions? Yes, Legislator Mafucci.
Through the chair to the administration, the funding increased dramatically. Was there a particular reason for that?
Through the chair, again, it all depends on what the feds have available and the level of the investigation, how long it lasts.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Seeing none, all signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next item on the agenda.
Referral 19-0113.
Madam Chairwoman. Second.
Moved by Legislator Elkoffer, seconded by Legislator Terp. Questions on the floor. Legislator Terp.
Through the chair, seeing as how this is the first year the county has received funding for this program, can you give a brief overview of it?
Excuse me. Through the chair, this program is designed to enhance our current drug court population, to serve 50 defendants in 12 months annually. You know, the federal fiscal year is a little bit different. But primarily to, of course, with the opioid problems that we're having, reduce crime and have people go through drug court. But one of the gaps in the drug court was people that don't have medical insurance weren't eligible to get some of the medically assisted treatments. And we're hoping to bridge that gap for the 60 days while they're waiting for insurance with this grant.
So through the chair, how specifically will the 50 defendants be chosen?
Through the chair, I believe the volume isn't an issue in the drug court, but again, they will be looking at people that don't have medical insurance and getting them on this program so they can receive the medically assisted treatment. Did that answer your question?
So through the chair, it's primarily for people who have no medical insurance.
Through the chair, that is the biggest gap that they're seeing that they wanted to close.
Okay, thank you.
So you're saying that Medicaid's wouldn't cover the MAT treatment? Is it because of the substances used to treat it, or is it the mental health portion of it, or is it a combination thereof?
I believe it's through the chair, Madam Chair, it's a combination of both.
Okay. Do you know how many sessions that each of the folks will be having to?
Through the chair, I do not, but the court system, our drug court coordinator will make that decision. We're hiring. I can specifically address a project director, a case manager. We're not hiring. We're contracting. Social worker, nurse practitioner. And then a research evaluator for the actual grant, and then supplies, including the medications.
And I have one more question. Do you know what medication they'll be using?
Through the chair, I do not, because I'm not a doctor, but an example was buprenorphine.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Any further questions?
Through the chair, if I may, I'd like to
Yes.
clarify that we're talking about 50 people who will be serviced by this program annually for a total of 250 individuals over the 5-year period
Oh,
of,
yeah.
the grant.
Sure. Thank you so much for clarifying that, Mr. Navera. Okay. Seeing no further questions, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Any other matters to come before this body at this time? Seeing none, the next Public Safety Committee is scheduled for May 20th, 2019 at 5:30. Thank you.